Hello. Hopefully that works. There we go. There we go. Cool. Okay, so that's all good. We're all good. Hello. We are now live, and we are doing Retro Remake today. So that means we're going back into our Zelda-like clone of a game. Our top-down Zelda, that is. And today I feel like trying to do the bomb mechanic from Zelda games. So holding a bomb above your head and be able to place it or lob it, and obviously it explodes. Bombs are a staple of this series, and something that's used, I think, in every game to make holes in walls, or cracked walls. It's kind of a common staple of the genre. So I feel like it'd be quite good to get that in there, and opens up a few possibilities of things we could do level design wise later on. So I want to have a crack at doing that today, and we're going to try and also make it so it animates while we can hold the bomb up in the air. Try to get flashing, growing, expanding, and then blowing up, and trying to signify that to the player. So we'll jump into that in a moment. So first of all, I want to say hello to everyone that is joining us live. Hello everyone in chat. Hello Angus, Chris. Hello, how you all doing? Before we begin, a little reminder as always, if you'd like a private one-to-one session, you can find more details about that on my website and ryanlady.com/sessions. And also I want to say a massive thank you to all my patrons, YouTube members, and everyone else supporting me in this endeavour. Couldn't be doing this without you guys, so thank you very much. Okay, so I think we should just jump straight in. Oh, just see my hair. Jesus. Okay. Let's just jump right in there. Hello Chris, hello Angus, how you doing? Hello user? Yeah, I don't know. Let's just jump straight. Okay. Give myself some more music in the background. So I don't feel like going crazy. So if you haven't seen it before, this is where we got up to last time. We worked on the chests last time. So it goes up to the chests, and let's add that. What was it? Did I have to go into it? Or is it this way around? I can't remember what I have to push now. What did I push last time? I can't remember what I did now. Is it C? I can't remember what I did. Double check that. That's the problem with working on this. I do this live, so this is not prepped. This is full live. Nothing special going on in here. Okay, I want to do that actually over here after the branch. So fix that little bug there. There we go. Right now it should just play when I walk near it. Yeah, there you go. So this is what we did last time. The chest opening up and showing the item. And then giving us the item. And then picking up the item there to pick up in health. Sweet. So that's what we did last time. So we're working on bombs now. So first of all, I do need a bomb actor of some description. So we're going to do a blueprint class, actor, and do bomb. And the bomb, I'm not going to do anything fancy. You want mesh wise, we're just going to give it a sphere. Sphere collision, and we'll give this a scale of 0.5 and 0.5, 0.5. And I want to make this the root of it. Reason being is that when I throw it, I do want it to just throw across the room, like physics wise. Because again, although it's retro remake, we're remaking classics, but we are adding modern day twists onto them. So we're using like particle effects, physics, things like that, things that weren't available back then, to add a bit of extra flavour to them. Okay, this, all I want to do right now is just this. Okay, just want to get this spawning onto the player character. And when you come up with new mechanics for games, it's a good idea to make sure you try and break up the mechanic into achievable parts. So the first part I'm worried about is just spawning the bomb in the correct position and getting the character to just hold the thing. That's all I'm worried about. So we'll go to our player character, and we'll do an input for this. We'll do one to test it, because one's a good one to use for testing, because you don't usually use it much. Hi Jose, how you doing? So we're going to do here, and we'll do a spawn actor of from class, sorry. And we're going to choose the bomb class. And I want to spawn it in the player's hands above their head. So I do want to be holding something, And we're going to keep it really ropey looking like it did back in the day. So he just literally holds his hands up above his head and walks back with it. So that's what I'm going to try and replicate. We're going to... We'll come back to this in a minute. We're going to change that later on. So let's go to the player character and get them into a... Actually, no. We will attach it to the hand. So I'm going to get the mesh here. And get socket location. And the socket for this is going to be hand underscore R. I believe that would be the hand bone. Double check that later. And we'll put that into there. So we're taking the hand R bone, putting that through there. Okay. So that will just do that. But I also want it to turn on the ability for him to hold his hands above his head. So we're going to have a variable on here for is holding item. Okay, because we have the same animation for many things like picking up characters, picking up objects, boxes. It'll be the same thing. So after he does that, well, actually we'll do it before he spawns the actor. We'll do this, set that to true, and plug that into there. Okay, then I'm going to go in to make the animation. So the animation is going to be an additive layer on top of the walking animation. So I just need to find that thing. Let's find out what animation I'm actually using here. I haven't looked at his animation stuff for a long time. Okay, so animation graph. We're using a label of bows. Cool. Okay, we can use that. Okay, and we'll do. Okay, we'll make a pose here as well. So we're going to make something down here that we plug into this. So, we want to go into animations and find the correct one, which would be sword and shield stance. Yep, there you go. And I just want to find like an idle, ideally. Just search for it, maybe idle. There you go. I'm going to duplicate this, and then we do idle, hold, pose. Okay, so I want to change the pose of this thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the arms and hide the sockets as well. So I want his sword and shield disappear when he's holding something. So I'm going to go to the sockets here, and not sockets. Swords are a separate thing. They're actually already in here. There we are. Where's the sword? Sword. It is. Okay, yeah. So we've got sword, shield. Okay. Okay, so the individual bones, that's really good. That's really handy. Because what I can do here is I can add a key for this one and the shield here. And I'm going to change the scale of this down to 0. Oh, let's maybe expand this open. And this is how you make bones disappear. So you set this to there's no way for me to easily just type it in. There you go. So 0. And 0. Okay, so the shield has gone. I'll do the same for the sword, which is this side, and we're going to add a key for this one as well. Scale this one. I think I can just set small. Yeah, I can. Cool. Is that the one? Is that the wrong one? Oh yeah, I've done the wrong one. Hold on. It is this one. Double click on that. There you go. I can set them all at the same time now. So I set that to 0 and times 0. Cool. Going there. Okay. I'm just going to check this one out and just put this all at no. Scale. There you go. Set that to 0, 0. There you go. So I've got rid of the sword and shield for this pose. I then want to raise his hands up. So what I'm going to do is go up to his arms. Do upper arm. Clavicle, upper arm. Do upper arm. And we're going to go back to here. Add a key for this one. So upper arm appears here. And I'm just going to rotate that into position. So, ooh, yeah, there we go. So this, just going to focus on that. If you're ever struggling with getting the position of the camera right, just hit F. It'll focus onto whatever you got selected. So now I can just raise this up a little bit. Now I'll probably have to do the clavicle because that's affecting the. There you go. Clavicle key. There we go. We'll do that. We've got to do lower arm as well. Oh, wrong one. Okay, that's all right. Leave like that. And then we're going to do the other arms as well. So turn that one out. Go to this one. Add a key for this, and rotate that round. Go to upper arm key. Lower arm key. I think that's pretty good. Okay, so hit save and we're done there. Right, so with each of these are additive layers. So these are added on top of the animation that we've got here. Now we're using idle pose because idle mostly is close to like 0. It's quite neutral, so it should be quite a good one to use. So what I'm going to do here is go to create asset, and we're going to create a pose asset. I think this is going to be the correct way of doing this. So we correct with current pose, and we'll tell where to save it. I'm going to put it in the root folder for now, and we'll do hold pose and hit OK. So it looks like this. So there in T pose, and there it is in final pose. Okay. So if I go to the animation graph, I can find this hold pose here, drag this out, and we'll plug this into here, into here. Actually, before I do that, let's test it out properly. So this we're going to have just plug straight into here. Hit compile, and we want to set it to we want we should be able to change pose here. No, hold on. Hold pose, we'll just save that there. Don't think that applies to anything here. Yeah. I want to set the alpha for it, and I can't just drag that out like that. That won't work. So what am I missing? Pose. Hang on. Toggle pose watch. That's not going to help me too much, because if I do, that's just like for like watching it in like debug. It doesn't actually do anything like different. Just so you can see what the pose is going to be doing. I was hoping for like a float, but I don't see a float option. So it must be something else in here. Um, um, no. If not, there is another way of doing it I'm aware of, but I was hoping for this to work. Okay, because there is our idle pose that we did make. Idle hold pose. And you plug that in there and you should get his arms like that. Yeah. So I could just use that, I guess. So we'll do that. And we'll do that with a blend over here. So this will be blended based on whether or not we're actually holding something. So we're going to take this stuff here, which we're doing a blend already. I'm going to blend it again. This time blend by ball. Blend by ball. And we'll plug the true. No, so you got to do a layered blend per bone first before we do that. Whoops. So, oh god, this is annoying. Move on. There we go. So another layered blend per bone. In fact, it's going to use the same stuff as this one, so I'm just going to copy this one and paste it. So the base pose is going to be this one, and the base pose is going to be this. The blend pose is going to be this. Blend by bull. No, what am I doing? It'll be this. No. I'm getting confused now. Hold on. Blend by ball is what we'll need for something, definitely. And if it's true, it'll be using the hold pose. If it's false, it'll be using this pose. But I want the hold pose to apply to everything. So I want to do a layered blend per bone for this. So I think I just want to combine this. Yeah. So I want to blend pose will be this one. And the base pose will be this one. I'll cache it first, don't I? Whoops. So we cache this. So if you can't have two lines coming out of each of these animation graphs. So you have to cache it and name the cache. So that'll be like main cache, we'll call it. Not a catchy title, but it'll do. And then I can use main cache here. And that will go into the blend per bone. And then this will go into the false, that will go into true. And this boolean here is going to be promoted to variable. And we'll call that is holding. Put that there. So idle hold pose will go in there. That'll go there, and this will go in here. Hit compile, it should look normal. Yep. And then if you want to preview this, by the way, you can just go to anim preview editor. If I tick holding, he should animate to look like he's holding something. Why is his arm still showing? Oh, it's because they're not part of the same bone, are they? Shoot. Oh, crap. Okay, on this one then, we have to hide bone as well. On this. God, hang on. It's because the hands for the extra hand bones I got for the sword and shield are outside of the spine bone, so I can't just do layered blend per bone. So we'll still need that to do the legs moving as well. But I'm going to take the result here. I'm going to do hide, no, scale bone, no. God, what is it called? Set bone, transform bone. Hide bone? No. Why can't I scale the bone here? That's annoying. It's because I'm working with this, yeah, that's not really helpful. Okay, we'll do it manually on we can do it on the actor. So we might have to just do it there. Oh, crap, okay. Never mind. But this holding pose works, that's fine then. Okay, so let's chuck that into here. Or not in here, sorry. We have to use that variable here. So I'm going to go to the event graph. And I've already got a reference to my character, so I'm going to get that. And get is holding is I've got to probably compile it first, don't I? Is holding item. Is holding. Why can't I get that? Oh, it's a character reference. Hold on, let's change that. So I want to get this as a cast to third person character. There we go. That will go into here. And then this will go into here. Now it'll still work, that link, because it's a child of it, so it's totally okay. Right, now if I go here and get its holding, I'll compile it first. And change this to link no, third person character. Yep. Okay, now I can get its holding. There we go. Get its holding item and then set this one to it. Set. Put that there. Hit compile. So when I hit 1, he should spawn. Not just spawn a bomb, but he should hold his hands up. But before I do that, I actually need to tell the bomb to go somewhere. I would go to hand, that'd be fine. Right, so let's check. Look at this one. Oh, is it? Okay, thank you, TH. Thanks for doing it. So I've hit 1. Oh, hold on, gotta wait for this to finish. Hit 1. Okay, it's more than a bomb, but the animation of the cat hasn't. Has it changed? I think it has. It's not a great camera view, is it? Let's change the arm length of that a little bit. Let's change that to 500. Play. Yeah, his arms are in the air. It's just the sword is confusing, that's all. But the hands are in the air. So the bomb has got some physics on it, which has a collision on it, which we need to turn off from the player point of view. So we'll go to the bomb, which is here. Click on the sphere, go down to collisions, and tell it to be custom, and we're going to tell it to ignore pawns. So ignore or overlap pawns. There we go. That'll do for now. So that should happen. Right, let's go on here and hide the bones. So I'm going to do the mesh again. And do transform bone. Nope, okay. Bone. It is hide bone by name. That'll do. Hide bone by name just scales it down to 0. So I need to get the name of the bone, which is weapon shield L. Copy name. Go in here. Paste that now. And we want to hide another one. And that'll be the same, but be R. Oh, I accidentally copied it. Whoops. Copy. Hello, Astro. Okay, so that should now get rid of the sword and shield. No, okay. Oh, it's because they're sockets, aren't they? Ah, boo. Oh, cool. Okay, hold on. Although that should still affect that. Because if I were to scale this down, that scales that. So why is that not working? Thanks, Astro. Glad you enjoy it. I guess I could just hide the actual objects, can't I? I'd have to hide the bones. Visible. Set visibility. Shield. Set visibility. There we go. We're fixing things live. Okay. There we go. So we want that to attach now to that socket on his hand. So let's go back to our character. And we'll take that out. Okay. And move this aside. So I'm going to take this return value here and attach actor to component. And we're going to attach it to our mesh. And our mesh is going to attach to our hand underscore R. And I'm going to take it to snap to target. Okay, so we should now have it above our head and staying there. Yeah, okay. So we just need to change the offset of that a little bit. Maybe attach it to his head, maybe above his head. You offset it above his head a little bit. I'll play with that. So we'll do maybe head. I think the bone is just called head. I'll double check that. Yeah, head. And hit compile. I'll spawn at the head as well. It doesn't really matter too much because we're moving it when we attach it, so I won't know it's any different there. But for consistency, I hit 1. Okay, that's looking a bit better using the head. Obviously, it went above his head a little bit. So with the bomb here. Not bomb, character here. I want to move it up a little bit. So we need to take I want to take the location here and add a value to it. And we're going to add, I don't know, 100 to this just so we can see if it works. Thanks, Astro. And we'll put that into here. And because if I'm doing that and offsetting it, I can't use the snap to target because it will just negate it. So I'm going to say there and just keep relative. And it should stay that distance above the player's head. Or not at all. Hold on. Oh wait, it's keep world, isn't it? Hold on. Keep. Yes. Keep world, I think it is. Hit play. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so we've got a little bomb above his head. Make it bomb a bit smaller because it's a bit nuts, that one. We'll go up here. Change this to 0.2, 0.2, 0.2. Okay, one. Why is it? Oh, I know why it's doing that. Sorry, my bad. we go into the player character, it's because I said to change its transform here. So I'm going to set that to 0.5, 0.5, and set the scale here to keep relative. So it stays the same as it was when I spawned it. Hit play. Yeah, there you go. Right, bomb. We got. Okay. He should have his legs move as well. Oh. Yeah, could do. Okay. B23, if you want the bomb not to bob, then why not attach it to the root? You could do. I want mine to bob a little bit so you've got a little bit extra feedback to the player that they're moving, because it's hiding their feet a little bit. So I want to be able to indicate that the player is moving and make it realistic. But yes, if you don't want it to bob at all, you just attach it to the root, offset it by however much you want it to be. But I'll keep it as the root of the attached to the head in this case. So I need it to. What was I just saying I need to do with it? I forgot what I needed to do. Hold on, let's play it again to remind myself. Oh yeah, the feet weren't working, that's right. Okay, let's figure out what that was going on. I thought I blended it, but maybe I'm not. And graph. Okay. So, when we're holding and it's true, we're using this branch here. And this branch is a layered blend per bone, and that blend is the idle pose here, blending with oh wait, I've got the wrong blend here. Now be why. It's got to copy it from the other one, so that's all wrong. Spine 01. Compile that. Right, now let's hopefully see our legs move as well. No. Why not? Oh, whoops, it's the other way around. Whoops, my bad. Oop. This is the base pose. And then we're blending this, because this is above the spine, you want that to be the blend pose there. Hit play. One. There we go, and the legs will now move while I was holding the bomb. Cool. Okay. I'm glad you're enjoying it, Astro. So, we got the bomb in our hands. We now need to let go of the bomb and drop it on the floor. We'll just start with dropping. We'll watch with launching it later. So, we're going to make the one key do the same thing. So, let's just space this out a bit. And move that along. Okay, so when we press, we're going to release it. I'm actually going to make this a. Oh no, I won't make a function just yet. So down here, we need to release that item. So we need to know what item we're releasing. So I'm going to take this value here and promote that to a variable, and this be current held item, and we'll plug that in like so. If I want, I can just do that as well. Okay, so now we know what item it is. We can just drag that, get, and we're going to tell it to detach from actor. And I want it to keep the world location. So wherever it is in the world, it will just stay there and drop. Rotation doesn't matter, and scale value will just keep whatever it is, the relative value of it. So that's what matters there. Okay, when we do that, we want to enable physics on it as well. So I'm going to drag out here, get root component. I don't think we can actually set physics on this one. Simulate. No, we can't. Just double check. No, can't, because a root component is a scene component. You need a primitive component. So if I drag from there, I wonder if I can do this. Physics set. There you go. It knows what it is. Cool. And we'll plug that in like so. and set simulate. So it should just drop to the floor. So 1. Oh, I don't release, didn't I? 1 release. There you go. Cool. So let's take it off of release because that does make sense. We'll do a check to see the currently held item and do get, convert the validated get. Pressed will go into here. Is not valid will go into the spawning of it, and is valid will go into the dropping of it. And then when we drop it, we have to set the current held item to nothing, so therefore it can pick up again. So test that out. Pick up, drop. Pick up, drop. Pick up, drop. Sweet. That'll do. So we've got bombs now on the floor. We do need to turn that boolean off as well. So we can go and do his holding item and set that to false. And that'll blend that back out. So again, testing it regularly. Okay. We also need to make the sword and shield reappear. So I'm just going to copy that from here. And just tick and tick. Okay, so that's the picking up and dropping of a bomb. We now need the bomb to explode, obviously. So bomb, we're going to have here a lifespan. So I'm going to go to details here in the lifespan of the class defaults. There we go. And let's say it explodes after, I don't know, 4 seconds. So initial lifespan 4 seconds. We then want it to explode, so what we're going to do is we're going to create an explosion actor. Now this is quite useful to do because it means you can reuse it for many things. So I'm going to go down and create a new actor, call it explosion, and this is going to have just simply a particle system on it, which already exists as a explosion from the starter content. That'll do for now. We can work our own one another time. And this will also be will destroy the actor when it is destroyed. Now the reason why I made it a separate actor is we will eventually make it destroy other things, so we need to know what's in its vicinity. But for now, we'll go on begin. No, sorry, on particle system here. We're going to right click, add event, on system finished. Yeah. You're going to go down there and do destroy actor. So it should destroy itself. Go back to bomb and on end play, which is what happens when they die, we're going to spawn actor from class, choose explosion. Spawn transform is the same as this one. Get actor no, just get actor location actually, because we don't want it to take its rotation. No, no. Misclicking everywhere. Yeah. Split, there we go. And get actor location. Okay. So hit play now. Pick up my bomb, drop the bomb. And it blows up. Again. Drop. Explodes. Sweet. Okay. So we want the ability to throw it, and we want the ability to not kick it about once we place it. So none of this stuff knocking it about. So what we're going to do is we're going to change it to only collide with oh no, we told it not to collide with player unless we've got other things in our player character which has collision on it. It should have no collision. We'll set that to no collision. We'll set this to no collision as well. Hit play. Right. Was that the issue? Yeah, there you go. Cool. We also want to say we don't want it to explode in our hands. I mean, you could do, I guess. You can make it so that the player can't hold on to it forever. But I also want to give feedback to the player. So the problem they have to work out is when you're making games, is you've got to constantly think about feedback. How do you communicate to the player as much as possible about what's happening in the game? Ideally, without actually saying anything on the screen in such a form as text. The reason why I don't want to use text is because, first of all, not everyone will speak your same language. And B, it's a lot longer to read text than it is to just absorb information. So that's what we want to do, absorb that information. So what we're going to do is on our bomb, we're going to make it pulsate as it gets to each part of the tick. So we're going to go to timeline, and we'll do we'll click pulsate, we'll call it. And we'll go in here. I'm going to create a float, and this float's going to be at scale. So we'll call it scale. Have I used UE5 much? Yeah, fair bit. Start off at 0 and 1, and then over 4 seconds. Remember, this is 4 seconds, so set that to 4 seconds. And on the first second, I want it to be, so scale of 1. And at first second, I want it to be a scale of 1.5. Okay. I then want to bring it back down and go up to that. So I need to put ones either side. So I'm going to set this time here to 0.9 to 1, and set either side here. So you get this sort of spike. So it'd be 1.1 equals 0. No, 1. So it spikes like that. Then on the second it's going to do exactly the same. So I'm going to go here and do 1.9. Another one at 2.1. And then another one at 2, and then 1.5. But then on the last few seconds it's going to flash quite hard. So again, we're going to go here, go 2.9, 1, and go up to well, actually, let's do the 3.1 first, and then add this one in here, which is be 3 and 1.5. So you get that spike. Then we'll make it go up and up a bit more. So I don't know if you can actually copy these. No. So we're going to add another one in, and this will be 3.2, 1, 3.4, 3.5, 1.5. Oh no, what's that one? 3.2. This will be 3.3. There we go. Then we go to 3.5. 3.7, 3.6, and 1.5. And again, 3.8, 4, and 3.9, 1.5. Okay. In fact, I might make these last two here, especially this last one, go up to 2.5, so it really spikes at the last end point. Okay, so that's my timeline. Then the scale here is going to be used on the sphere here, so I'm going to go set scale. You'll see actor scale 3D update, and we're going to get actor scale, and we're going to multiply this by this scale here. So do multiply by float by this float here, place that into there. Okay, so now it should sort of pulsate and get quicker towards the end. So one, well, too much. What did it? I wonder is set. We need to, oh yeah, no, it's set relative. Yeah, set relative scale. My bad. Do that. Put that there. Okay. Play. 1, It's still growing massively. Um, right, let's see what's happening here. So 1. It doesn't like to go back down, does it? It feels like it's adding it onto it, but why is it doing that? Multiply it by 1 by 1 by 1. You don't need to multiply it by 1 by 1 because the scale is 1, so it does it across the whole lot. Again, we don't need to do a vector timeline because we're doing it uniformly. If you're doing it in different directions, then yeah, you want to use a vector timeline. But we're using it uniform, so it should go out like that. The issue is how the engine handles this is not normal. It's treating it like it's adding it onto it. So we set the scale. It's relative scale as well. So it's relative to where it is in the world. So it should go back down to this. Unless... yeah. Oh, you mean multiply this by 1 by 1 by 1? Not 1 by 1 by 1, but by whatever I set it in at the start. I'll tell you what I will do here. It's on begin play. Is we'll get actor scale. Oh no. Actor scale. You don't have to keep shouting, Sam. I can see. Scale 3D. Yeah. And so that to scale. And just pop that into there. Right. Okay. There we go. Cool. Sweet. Okay. So when that also does that, we have to tell the player to lower their hands and spawn their things. If it blows up in your hands, I guess. So, on our player character, we'll make this thing a function. This dropping of the hands and weapons and things like that. We'll right click here, collapse the function, and we call this one drop item. And then we'll at the end of this take our currently held item, and we're going to do bind event to end play. So when it blows up, this thing's listening out for it. So we're going to do create event, and we're going to make it use the drop item event. So do drop item. We should see it. Why don't we see it? Oh, it's probably because end play has some stuff in it. Okay, no worries. What we'll do as a shortcut, we'll just do this. Bomb exploded, I guess. And then we'll call the drop item here. Yeah, so you can't set it to functions or events that have different signatures, which is what this is. So it will be fine like this. Then a drop item, we just want to make sure that currently held item is still valid before it does this bit. So we'll do a sequence here. Convert this to a validated get. That goes in there. And then the last bit here is unique, because this will always do this regardless whether or not that's valid. Because when it is blown up, it's no longer valid, so therefore you can't detach something that doesn't exist. So hit that, and there. Okay, let's hit play on that and see how that looks. So blow up in my hands. There you go. And I've got my sword and shield out again. Cool. And I'll drop it. Cool. Okay. Hi Wickstart. I say we live stream every Wednesday for question time and every Saturday for random stuff, such as this. Right, so we've got an explosion going on. Let's beef it up a little bit, make it a bit bigger. We go to bombs. Where am I spawning my thing? There it is. I'm going to spawn the size of this to 3 by 3 by 3. So a little bit bigger. I said we'll make our own effect another day. Cool, that's good. Okay, so let's make this thing blow up some stuff. So, on that bomb here, we're going to add a sphere collision. And that'll be blast radius. Compile. And on the end of play, when it does this, we're going to find out who's overlapping our blast radius. So, overlapping actors. And we were looking for a class of just actors. Okay. So it's any actor within that range. And for each one of those, we are going to we're going, what should we do? Actually, no, we'll look for, what should we do? We'll look for, okay, we'll make destructible actors, maybe. Blueprint class. So I'm thinking of using inheritance to handle this. So we'll have destructible actors. These will be things like pots and things like that. Do I already have that, actually? I have pots, but they're not destructible or anything like that. And I'm not using chaos yet. We'll do that another day. Another thing, another time. So destructibles here are going to have a variable for can be hit. So that means they can be hit by the player. And another one can be exploded. Okay. You could do an interface if you want. Either way, it doesn't really matter too much. The problem with interfaces is that you're still doing a cast-like stuff if you want you to. This way is cheaper, technically. Because with interfaces, it still has to do a check to see what kind of object it is before it can do the interface. So, or do the function. So, yes, you could do it like that, but this is just another way of doing it. You can use, there's more than one way to make a game. You can do all sorts of ways. Okay, and we'll duplicate. Not duplicate. We'll use our pots. We'll do our pots here. And we'll go to the class settings and change that to use destructibles. Like so. And that means I can now have access to those variables. So on the class defaults, can be hit, tick, and can be exploded, tick. So, am I going to 3D model the bomb today? Probably not. No, we're almost out of time. Okay, so back to my bomb. We're going to change this to destructibles. So now I only ever look at destructible actors. So on here, we'll do destroy actor. Just do destroy actor. Okay. So let's put a couple of these fake pots in here, which don't actually do anything. And I'm gonna make them blow up. Let's change the camera as well, actually. Back to what it was, which was about 1400, I think. So hit play. So I put a bomb on it. Damn. exploded. I haven't done anything with can be exploded, have I? Whoops. It should still destroy itself though, regardless. Oh, hold on. Yeah, I got to turn this up. I forgot to do that. 300. Yeah, there you go. We'll do also a check to see if we can actually, if it is explodable. So, exploded. No, what's it called? Can be exploded. Can be exploded. Branch that. Whoop. Put that in there. Put that in there. Okay. So that will destroy the pot, hopefully. Now the thing's the right size. Hit play. Oh, I've got to put it down. Oh, it rolled away. Damn it. Make it a bit bigger. The radius that is. Yeah, change that to 600, and I'll make it visible in game as well, so I can just test it out a bit better. Play. That's the wrong variable. Oh yeah. Whoops. Can be. Oh, where is it? Compile this. Oh crap! Yeah, because this is a for each loop. Oh, poo. Either way, I have to cast interface. There's no way around it. I'll just do a cast for the sake of it. Cast to destructible. Can be exploded. It's been a long day. I can't read. Yeah, play. Right, now we go. Yay! Oh, why didn't that one go? Do you know how much overhead has BP interface versus an interface implemented in C++? No, but it won't be enough for you to worry about, I'm sure. Why wouldn't that one go? That is a pot. So it's only destroying the first one it comes to in the for each loop. Okay. Wickstar plays. Does the top one make a call to the same BP chain you made? Top one. What this? What do you mean to top one? Okay, so I'm thinking I need to. I can't do this and then play. Bummer. Okay. Right. Okay, well we'll do this on explosion then. We do this code on explosion, that'll be fine. So I'm just gonna cut this from here, put an explosion, and do it on begin play. And we'll have a component on here. This would make more sense to be on here anyway. Sphere collision. call it blast radius. And that should turn on that one. Should good. Yep. And then set that to 600. And then on the bomb, don't have to worry about that. So this will spawn the explosion. The blast radius doesn't matter. And the explosion will trigger this. Yep. Okay. Cool. So now that should work for both pots. Oh, none of the pots. Explosion. Oh, what's going on here? Blast radius. Where is it? Oh, don't worry about it. No, never mind. We'll just see if that is there. Try again. Do I hire somebody or do I edit all my videos? I do all my editing. I do all the graphics, do all that. Yeah, it's why I spend a lot of my time. It should have enough time. It's alive for like a split second, only a split second, but it's long enough. Thanks, Cricket. So it will be better as well. Now I'm doing this full time. I can have more time on it. If it looks as though this wasn't. It's overlapping everything. I feel like I didn't see this happen. Let's do a print string here. Oh, actually, no, let's do a print string here. I don't know. Let's put this there. There. Oh wait, hold on. No, it should be. Even I'm scaling the explosion large. So I think it does spawn very, very big. Yeah, it does spawn very big. It should still be there. It's because I'm being multiplied by 3 when I spawn it in. So if I divide this by 3 to do 200. It's falling through the floor. No, the park system isn't physics based, so it shouldn't do. The radius was really big, but that shouldn't be the issue. There you go. There's a radius, you can see it. It lingers for long enough. So why not? Explosion. See how many it's picking up. I say it should print 2. The sphere is definitely there. I just don't get why it don't want to do it. What did I change? Oh, I had the variable saying can be damaged rather than can be exploded. Yeah. iRaymo, you can use the is animation playing node from the mesh. You can use that to help you with that if you want. That's why I'm doing it. Get length of overlapping actors. No, it shouldn't have a problem with it. It should register all of them. And it worked fine on the other actor, which makes no damn sense. I can only think this reference is broken. If I drag this in again. Because I copied and pasted it and just changed the name. Maybe it just broke the reference to it. No. I don't get why it'd work on the bomb but not on the explosion. It's exactly the same. Cast destructible. Get overlapping actors of destructibles. A small delay on begin play. Yeah, you can try. I don't understand why that would be an issue though. But 0.2 would be fine. It'd probably fix it knowing this now, but I don't understand why it would fix it. I got rid of one. Why does this thing only want to do one thing at a time? Because that's the problem we had on the bomb, wasn't it? It was only doing one thing at a time. Of course. That would make sense, Furious Warg. But I swear I've done it like this, something similar to this before, and not had the issue. Alright, let's try hiding it, see if that is actually just a solution we can use. Or like mark it for death or whatever. Or I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll set lifespan to 0.1. That should be long enough for it to trigger all of them. Yay! There you go. Yeah, so rather than hiding them, like you said, Furious, I set the lifespan. It was just long enough for it. Yeah, that's a weird thing to do, isn't it? So what? For those who didn't understand that, the problem was because we're using this array here, and we're destroying one of the items in that array. The array is actually changed, so the length of the array has actually gone down. So when it's reached the end of the, it thinks it's reached the end, which it obviously hasn't. So rather than destroy it, if I set the lifespan of it to a very low number, it will just disappear, which is cool. Okay, so that's cool. So do that. Neat. Okay, and here's our chest. So we've got the chest working okay still. That looks great. Yeah. So that's what we did last week. The video on demand of that one will be coming up on the YouTube site tomorrow. My streaming schedule is every Wednesday and Saturday. So Wednesdays are question time, where we do just answering questions about people's projects and how to do things. And then Saturdays are a random mix of stuff. So sometimes it's like this, Retro Remake. Sometimes we do live tutorial sessions. So last time we did a third-person shooter, how to set that up. Sometimes I'll work on my own project and show that. But yeah. So every Wednesday and Saturday at 11 PM BST. So same time as tonight. Okay, so before we go, let's just test this with a wall. So here's a door here. I'm going to make a wall up for this. So I'm going to make a child of destructibles. Now make this on a wall. Explode. No, we call it damaged wall. Damaged wall. And this will have a mesh. Static mesh. And wall. Oh look, I've got damaged wall. Left, right. Okay, what's this like? Oh, that's something we could probably use. Okay, we'll give that a shot. Oh, let's name it. Tick the can be exploded. Can be exploded, but can't be hit, so we can't damage it with our sword. So if I put this in here now, I'll pull that down. That'll look quite cool. Okay, so can't go through the door to the next room, but place a bomb. Yeah, off I go. Do 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 do. Sweet. And we probably put a load of particle effects in that as well. Like make these bricks a single brick like a particle, make it just fly out. That'd be cool. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Neat. Cool. Okay. And that'll do, I think, for tonight. Okay, so we got quite a bit done there with the bomb. That's quite cool. We haven't done the throwing part as I wanted to, but we've run out of time. So maybe another time we'll do that. As well as do like extra stuff with the material, make it flash. But I think next time what we'll do is work on the keys. So when you go into a chest, open up and get a key out of it, and then use that to unlock a door. I think that'd be a cool thing to work on next time. So next time won't be next week. It'll be sometime in the future. So keep an eye out on my social media for announcements on that. Next week, I don't know what we're going to work on next week. I feel like maybe another live tutorial session. If not, try and work on my own project stuff and just hang out making stuff. We'll see. We'll see. So that Saturdays tend to be a bit more chill. And say live, so you get to see problem solving like tonight. You get to ask questions and see me figure stuff out and bang my head together. And with my sleep deprived self as much as I can. But yeah, okay, coming together quite well there. Okay, brilliant. So as I said, we do have question time on Wednesday. So if you do have questions that you want answered for your project or how to do things or just general chit chat, come by on Wednesday at 11 PM BST. Once again, I want to say thank you to all my patrons, YouTube members, and everyone else for supporting me and making me able to do this full time. So yes, I am full time on this, meaning I'm doing more one-to-one sessions. So if you want a one-to-one session, head over to my website. You'll find details of my sessions, how many are available, and so forth. Also doing lots of more freelance work now, and there's more videos coming. And August we'll see the launch of a brand new video type of series. Really excited to get that going. Filming it next week, and I can't wait to share it with you all. It should be fun. It should be a fun one. It's a bit different, but it should be quite unique. So look forward to that in the next month. Thank you all for watching me. I'm gonna go and get some sleep now. So thanks to you, and I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.